Ciao a tutti, I'm Lara and this is a brand new cookery channel. Today's recipe is gnocchi di patate, potato gnocchi, made with patate, potatoes, farina, flour, uova, egg. Ciao, I'm gonna show you today how to cook aubergines. In Italian we call them melanzane. So we're gonna bake them in the oven with some breadcrumbs. Nice and easy for everyone to try at home. Va bene? So we're gonna be slicing the aubergines quite thick, lengthways, and adding salt and olive oil, and we're in the oven for 20 minutes.
Is this for the cooking?
Yeah.
Like putting a little cross in the top of the Brussels
sprouts. Just a little bit,
eh?
yeah, exactly. Because aubergines are quite spongy as well, so they retain a lot of water, and you just have to make sure that you got quite liquid in, of course, olive oil or salt as well will help. So these breadcrumbs, I actually made them yesterday with some stale bread.
Some you prepared earlier.
Yeah.
Some stale bread. Okay.
I don't throw anything away, everything keeps up. And then you just make it up like a little parchment or parcel, whatever you say.
A little parcel.
A little parcel. And then you just...
bashing.
Okay.
In Italian, this is martello. In English, hammer. In Cockney, hammer. No, don't worry about my hands. I just don't want the big bits.
Okay, let me go in the dish here. Okay. They're quite roughly bashed, which is fine.
Well bashed.
Well bashed. Garlic first. Off your fingers, and of course after you've been eating as well. So it's always good to have as much parsley as possible.
Good game. Marks out of 10. Oh, look at the state of it here. Oh, God. Look at the chopping.
Brava. Brava, Lynn.
I can't remember how to do my Brucey anymore.
It's not too bad.
Okay, so now we are going to be adding the parsley and the garlic in the breadcrumbs. We're going to be adding salt, and we're going to be adding 1 egg as well. In Italian we say uovo, so egg is uovo. Uovo. That's it. So what I will do, the breadcrumbs are all basically all going, joined together. I will add a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of water as well. Perhaps one of you can help me with this.
What, the teacher's pet can help you with
that? Yeah, what is that? Favorito. Favorito.
The favourite.
That's it, the favourite one. Ok, adesso prepariamo il sugo. So we're gonna be preparing the sauce now using garlic, aglio, basilico, and passata. So first of all, we're gonna be chopping the garlic, which we previously done. Thank you, Jane. Grazie. And now we're going to be chopping the basil as well, so as thin as you can. There are different ways to make sauce. This is, I would say, just a very simple recipe that I use all the time for the kids. They'll love it because it's quite tasty, just using the garlic and the basil together. Right, one of the tricks I would say that probably most people don't realize how important is not to burn the olive oil, the garlic and the basil together. When I say not burning, that means that we need to basically watch out when you can start seeing simmering and smelling it. So as soon as you can see the garlic and the basil simmering, you know that you need to add the passata. Passata I use any type. I would say my favorite one is Cirio, but today I'm actually using a tomato passata, which you can find from any supermarket here. When you say passata, it's actually sieved tomatoes, so no seeds, just the juice. The olive oil is starting simmering, and probably you can actually hear it, and this is the time where you need to add the passata, because otherwise you're gonna burn it. So you add the passata. And then just make sure we're stirring it. And of course salt. Okay. So now the passata is gonna, the sauce, il sugo, the sauce is gonna be cooking for about 10 minutes or so. Okay. And now we're gonna be using another 5 aubergines, new aubergines by the way, they're not the one from before. And I'm gonna be slicing them in a different way, and I'm gonna be using them for a different recipe, which is actually melanzane alla parmigiana. Basically made with red sauce and some mozzarella on top, some parmesan in the oven, and then the dish will be done.
Mind your fingers.
Sì, attenzione.
Attenzione.
Attenzione. Instead of going just for half, they're gonna be a little bit thinner than the previous one. So basically just like that. Okay, now we're gonna be adding some salt, in Italian sale, on the aubergines. Okay, we previously boiled some potatoes, probably about 1.5 kilo, it's quite a lot of us today, and actually boiled them and halved them, and we're gonna be, basically now we're just gonna peel them.
We haven't washed our hands, by the way.
We have mashing potatoes using the potato rice like this. So one in, that's the reason why then I halved them earlier.
Brilliant.
It's like pasta, isn't it?
I need to get one of those machines.
Yeah.
What's that thing called again?
Schiaccia patate.
Right, potato rice.
Schiaccia patate.
Schiaccia patate.
Cheese, brilliant.
Who would like to have a go?
I'd love to have
Even
Mike.
I
want
Yeah,
to have
I
Come on, everybody can have a go
I
now.
want
Come
to
on,
go.
this is the last one for me.
Wait.
So
It's
good.
nice.
We're gonna add salt. And we're adding 1 egg. Okay. And we're gonna mix everything together just to combine the potatoes and the egg right now. And at the same time, we're gonna be adding 1 egg. This is gonna be enough. And then at the same time,
You
we're
don't
gonna
measure
be.
the flour,
Oh, I
right?
was just going to say the same thing actually.
Well,
Mike.
I trust basically
Experience.
the experience.
Yeah,
no.
so we don't have that experience. We'll be 120 grams. Oh no, it's
No, you will
122
know.
grams.
You will feel it. You will
Okay.
know when it's right.
Yeah,
It can't be too wet, can't be too dry.
Yeah.
So just right.
That's
So a little bit more
amazing.
flour, because as you can see, probably when it gets sticky,
It's still sticky.
quite
potato,
sticky.
Isn't it?
Wow. You want it to be gluey, don't you?
I didn't dream you could do that.
No, neither did I.
like that's. And then of course, when it goes on the surface, we want to make sure the surface has got flour. But then of course, this is when I'm gonna be using the chopping board there. Would you like to try to feel it so you know what the texture, what you're looking for?
My
here,
hands
yeah?
are clean.
Yeah. Okay.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels a little bit, if I close my eyes,
Yeah.
it feels a little bit like a dough. Yeah, it definitely does.
So we're gonna be making the dough now, just literally kneading like you will do with pasta, and then we're gonna have shaping the gnocchi as well. And then depends on how big you want the gnocchi to be.
I just can't believe that's mashed potato.
Oh, this is not just mashed
Rubbery,
potato.
doesn't it?
This is gnocchi.
Gnocchi, like gnocchi.
That's brilliant. I can't believe that's mashed potato.
Spanish.
Shut up.
So this is my favorite part. I love this. We're gonna be using a different knife, just one of those. And as you can see, let's hope it's gonna work.
Wow.
Okay.
You just cut
She makes it
them.
look so
Make
easy.
sure that
Yeah.
when you do that, is a firm cut. Don't drag them too much.
Firm cut and then a
Flick.
But then I'm gonna show you. That's why you need a small knife.
Joining the
I suppose I'd one of
It's in
those.
the wrist action, isn't it?
It is.
And then
garlic chopping.
I'm gonna show you another technique.
This would be better.
Okay, pronti? Sì. Now we are ready to cook the gnocchi. Okay, so the water is been boiling for 5 minutes or so, and I did put a little bit of salt. When I say a little bit of salt, that means a tablespoon of coarse salt, and the gnocchi go in the water. Be careful, don't burn yourself.
It just floats in there, doesn't it?
And they will float in there, that's it. What I will do as well, I will just put the lid back on so the water is going to start boiling. So now we're using the sauce, il sugo. We're going to use a little bit of sauce, put it in a quite deep dish that's going to go in the oven. So we're basically going to start in layering the aubergines. The aubergines, they've been cooking in the oven with just a little bit of olive oil and salt for 20 minutes. Take them out of the oven, and now of course used for this dish. Just place them in the best way we can, like this.
Is this your own recipe, Lara?
No, this is something that you will find anywhere. Basically every Italian family will make this, but I'm just making this way using the mozzarella instead of just using just parmesan. And it's something that I can even, if I make a lot of this, a little bit more sauce now, I can freeze it and have it during the week while the kids are coming back from school and so. And I will just add the mozzarella usually. Oh, start again. Okay, a little bit more sauce. Sugo, as you can see, and again. Because the gnocchi are actually floating, that means they are ready to come out. So we have a look, and it's done.
It just looks like pasta.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Can't believe it's potato.
Wow, that's amazing.
I can't believe it's potato.
I can't believe it's potato. So, and this is how you make a little dinner party for your friends and family. We have some gnocchi over there, and stuffed aubergines, and melanzana alla parmigiana, which is a parmesan aubergine, some grilled asparagus, and then just improvised salad here. It actually looks like the Italian flag. So yes, insalata italiana, and I hope you're going to enjoy. Yay!